Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing an apartment speed build. I love apartments in The Sims 4. I think they're so much fun to renovate and build, and I just love them so much. And some could argue I kind of like them more than houses, but I just can't pick favorites. So here I am doing this apartment. I believe it's the 1321 Chic Street, and I really like these apartments, but I decided to do the apartment with it's like a weird apartment. It's like kind of small, but I decided to make it smaller and section it off into two different apartments. And I really like small apartments just because I think they're more of a challenge to build, and I don't know, they're just kind of more fun to do. And I wish we had more smaller apartments in the game because I think they're so much fun. But other than that, here I am just doing the floor plan. This is the apartment with like the what do you call it, like the murderer scene, I guess you could say that in quotes, because there wasn't actually like a murder here. I mean, probably not. But here there's like a thing on the floor. I don't even know how to explain it. But here I am just doing the hallway, something to kind of section off the apartments, and I do put a rug over that body on the floor because it's really, really weird. So I just fix that up. I do also laundry, but I only have laundry baskets in one apartment. Why? Probably because you'd want to play in the apartment that has the laundry. I just feel like maybe it's a bit nicer to play with. But they're both not like super nice apartments, but like they work, like they're very interesting. My idea for this was very interesting. And there isn't much of a living space in them, so it's a bit weird. But in most apartments, I think they're really small, especially like certain ones in the city because they're like cheap and stuff. But that's that. So here I am just doing the kitchen. I wanted to go with like a white and black theme for this. I wanted it to be kind of modern because the person I imagine living in this is like a male sim, and maybe he was like, what's the word for it? Oh my gosh. Oh, like an art critic or like a music critic. It's one of the city living careers. But maybe I thought they would be someone who's an art critic or music critic. So here I am just doing some tile backdrop and then simple stuff, very simple stuff. There's a very small living space, but I thought for both of the Sims that were gonna live here, they wouldn't be very like present in their homes. Like they'd go away from their homes a lot, or they'd like be working a lot. But for the person in the other apartment, I wanted them to kind of be like a traveler. They really like to travel the world, not necessarily Salvadorada, but just like they just really like to travel. So their apartment's kind of like unused, I guess you could say, because they're not very present in the apartment, But here I am just fixing up some stuff, doing a bit of decor, and I wanted to use the what is it called? The university doors for this because I think they're really nice, and they have like the little peephole that usually like hotels have. But like there are some city living doors that like have that. They don't have the peephole, but they have like a room number, I guess you could say. But I didn't like those because I felt they looked like really run down. But here I am just doing the apartment bedroom, and I just put some simple stuff on the walls. This person is probably not very present in their house, so I wanted it to be kind of simple, but like it kind of shows off their style. So here I am. I mess around with the decor on the bed table a lot. It was very frustrating for me to do. But I actually got this one recorded actually pretty easy, and I did it early, so like my upload schedule, like she's thriving. Like we're doing so great. But anyway, I know I've talked about this in my latest videos, but I just want to tell you guys that I am doing a Let's Play, and it'll be out, I'm not sure, probably like a few weeks. I want to get it done like next week or the week after that. I'm setting up all the characters, but other than that, like all the buildings are like made and they're all good to go, so I can start really soon. And I want to ask you guys if I should what train of thought? I'm like losing my thought today. I wanted to ask you guys if I should like set up the character skills before I like jump into gameplay. Like For example, there is an elder in the household. It's not like just a young adult, like exploring the world or whatever you would like to call it. But there is an elder. It's like a big family kind of thing, and I want to get some drama in there. But I was wondering if I should set up the skills. So I'm planning to do that, but I just would like your input so I can kind of get to know what I'm going to do a bit easier. So that'd be great if you guys could tell me in the comments below. Other than that, here I am working on the next apartment. Bathroom, just super simple. In here, it's also very simple and not very used. Like, a lot of this stuff isn't very homey in this apartment. It just, like, the kitchen too, you'll see it's like, it doesn't really look like anyone lives here, but I actually kind of like that vibe. Like, no one really lives here, but like, it's a nice apartment, and like, you could totally like change it up a bit, but like, there's also no living space, so that also like kind of shows that this apartment, like, there's not really anyone living here. But it's also, I believe, the smaller apartment of the two because there is no living space. In the other one, I kind of like fit it in real tight. I use some tiny living in there, and then the city living couches, but in here it's just really small. So the only decor on the counters is just a paper towel roll. But here I am. I wanted some tapestry. I think that's what you call it, tapestry. It's something like that. It's like woven art. And I was thinking like maybe they got that from where they traveled or something like that. But you can see all that's here is just a dining table, and I wanted to use the city living one because it was like really decorated, and I wanted to flow with the idea that the people that live here, like, they're kind of artsy, just like the ones in the other apartments, but they're also very simple, and they don't like too much jazz or anything like that. But here I am just working with the kitchen. I just put a rug down. I'm almost done. I wanted to go with like a brownish theme, and then I just put like a little rug under the chairs. But I wanted to go with like a neutral brownish theme, even though the colors are like a lightish purple. But here I am just doing the bedroom, and I love this bedside table because it literally looks like suitcases, and I think it matches the apartment so well. But here I am just doing some wall hangings, and I actually changed the one I put on now because I just think it looks kind of weird. But I was planning to use this like wardrobe set, but I just use dresser. It's very simple. The people that live here aren't very here. They're not really present in the apartment in their own life, really. They're just always all over the place. But anyway, you guys, it's on to the screenshots now. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!